Maddie, Wrigley, do you like it here? Are you not ready to go to another place? They're super comfy out there. Brent let them outside. They're not even on leashes. They're just lying out there in the sun, enjoying it. Enjoying the grass. This grass is so thick and comfy.
Oh.
Hi, Brent.
See me on this side of the truck very often, but Miriam needs to drive once in a while. It's good to get her used to hauling this beast. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about you was a little bit of road chatter. Complaints about the highway. I grew up on the Alaska Highway, so I know what bad highways are. The Alaska Highway is actually in pretty good shape right now. I haven't been there for a few years, but I know before I left it was getting repaired on a regular basis. But this highway from Edson eastbound to Edmonton is atrocious. Basically from Edson all the way to Wildwood. Oh. My case in point.
There was a bumpy sign.
The highway from Edson to Wildwood, which is quite a drive. We didn't really feel comfortable changing lanes because the center line was not painted. It was a trench about 6 or 8 inches wide and probably at least 4 or 5 inches deep, and that was nasty. I wouldn't want to have to pass. In an emergency, well, you'd have to, but sure didn't feel like it. Anyways, I just had to put my complaint out there. I'm sure there'll be more, but we're heading east into Edmonton. We're about a half hour outside of Edmonton now, and as you can tell, the road is very bouncy. What are your thoughts on that, Miriam?
I'm just dodging potholes.
And no, I am not bouncing the camera for effect. That is the road, and I'm trying to hold it as steady as possible.
So here's our next stop that we just made, just outside of Fort Saskatchewan, called Sturgeon County. And
if you're wondering about my sneezing or sniffling, it's the poplar seedlings flying around.
Yeah, we got white fluff flying everywhere.
Brother Rob says it hasn't ever been this bad, and he's been here 28 years.
Well, it's because everything shut down during COVID. So.
No, it's because I'm here.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just have to show you a quick peek of their yard. The dogs have really been enjoying this. They Wrigley chased some geese, or I think they were ducks. She saw them flying and she saw them land and she was gone. And yes, in the prairies you can see your dog run for ages until she goes over a rise and you're on the bottom end. So, well, she had a good run. Okay, let's have a peek around their yard. Yes, Maddie, we'll go. Okay, so we came in the long driveway there.
The one with all the snow on it.
Yeah, it looks like it snowed. Their driveway's quite long and very narrow, and currently because of the way the weather has been and just the way it is, the fields are rather boggy. The farmers weren't able to get in and plant their seeds. The fields will not be producing this year. That's their front yard where their daughter had their wedding. We'll just take you up onto the back deck here. Beautiful rock garden. So Rob was telling us yesterday that they have these rock gardens to keep the moose away from the house. Is that what I heard? Okay.
So yes, that red plant is what the moose love to eat.
Yeah, these moose, this red plant, and it grows like a weed. And the moose come in and chew on them all. We actually had a lovely dinner last night. Shirley did up a moose roast for us. They got their little play area for the kids, or their grandchildren. And there's our trailer. We're just about to hook up to the truck. And we'll just go up on the deck here. They've got an incredible view. So in behind the property runs the Saskatchewan River. We'll just pan around. There's our trailer. And it just keeps going. There's 80 acres out there. Keeps going forever and ever and ever. Just pulling out of my brother's driveway. My brother was saying last night that the roads were contracted out.
The roads in Alberta are apparently atrocious all over the place.
I discovered this morning that the plate in the microwave was off the little wheelie thing, and so it's tucked away now. So we don't want to do that again. Next time we might not be lucky. As you can see, for miles and miles and miles, the girls are in their respective places, enjoying the fresh air. We didn't do our usual walk this morning. It really confused poor Maddie. They got to run around in the
They're
yard.
on a farm for a day. They got to run.
Yeah.
They don't need to go for a walk.
A prairie farm. We're no farm animals. Hey Wrigley, hey Maddie. So we're just gonna bypass Fort Saskatchewan. We are now headed east towards Saskatoon.
Well, we're south for about 20 miles and then heading east.
In one of these residential areas is my brother's daughter, who is
Who did not come to visit us.
no, that's okay. They were actually no, they're away at their family
I think they're out
cabin.
of-
So she has two little ones, a little girl and a little boy. Then my nephew, who also lives outside of Fort Saskatchewan, but still in the general area. He said he's about 30 minutes away. He has a little girl. I hear that his wife, Janine, is our #1 fan. So, thank you, Janine.
Hi, Janine. Enjoyed your wedding.
That was several years ago.
Yes.
At any rate, we'll catch up to you on our next stop. Hey, Brent, you got something you want to say?
And another edition of Road Rant. Road Rant. This one isn't really a rant. It's a compliment to whoever's looking after this section of highway. Yesterday I complained about the section of highway from Jasper to Edmonton, the eastbound lanes that is, on Highway 16 runs from Jasper to Edmonton. That highway, oh, bad, is the nicest thing I can say about it. We circled north around Edmonton to stay at Miriam's brother's place on his farm last night to mooch talk a little bit. Gorgeous piece of property up there. And the highway, well, the roads were a little bit rough in sections, to be expected for the winters that they have here. And today we headed to Fort Saskatchewan out of there, and then headed south to Highway 16, and now we're heading east towards Lloydminster and the Saskatchewan border. It is Highway 16 again, or still. The highway is 10 times better than the other section yesterday. We are about 30 kilometers from the Saskatchewan border and Lloydminster, and we've had one patch of road that was a little bit iffy with a couple of big cracks in it, which were easily avoidable. They were right just east of Innisfree. I believe that's the name of the town. Anyways, the roads other than that are in immaculate shape. Sure, we're getting a little bit bumpy right now, but well, they have some pretty cold winters around here. But yeah, for the most part, from Edmonton to Lloydminster, the Highway 16 is a very good highway. Next year we've got to go to the Edmonton Rally, which is in Spruce Grove. I will not be going through Jasper. I will come up through Calgary and head west from Edmonton to Spruce Grove. That highway is just nasty. But what can you do? Anyways, that's all I have to say for now. Talk to you later. Ciao.
We are in Langham,
Saskatchewan.
and so we're here for 2 nights. We just spent our first night here. This is right off the highway. I didn't hear.
We're about a quarter mile from the highway. We're right off it, but we can see it, but can barely hear it.
Yeah, Highway 16 in Saskatchewan is pretty quiet.
Yeah,
So
it's actually
pleased with that.
pretty good highway.
We're gonna go for a little walk with the dogs around the park and show you what this park looks like. It's called River Valley RV Park.
Yeah, and just to give you an idea of where Langham is, it's 30 kilometers northwest of Saskatoon.
Okay,
So about a 20-minute drive to Saskatoon.
so we're going to show off our KYD Summer to Remember spirit in Saskatoon, and Brent's gonna be sporting his Daring to Dream. So we're gonna merge the two together for a day.
Hopefully the weather holds out. It looks pretty good. I think we're
It's
supposed
not
to hit
supposed to rain.
supposed to hit about 18, 19 Celsius with no rain. So we're good.
Okay, dogs
let's go, girls.
Dogs are anxious to go for a walk. Here we are at River Valley RV Park, just outside of Saskatoon. So we'll take you for a little stroll through the park. So when we arrived, our name was on the board, and we came in and they basically did our thing. These sites are very, very large.
Yep.
They're very wide. They're back-end sites, however.
All gravel. There's no grass at all.
Yeah. Okay, so seems like this area is more for people who've lived here on a full-time basis. We just bumped into a lady who's got some pugs that are off at the off-leash park.
Very friendly people here for sure.
Yeah, well,
Come out and say hi.
yeah. She originally came from Burnaby, so that's kind of funny.
Yeah. Although that was when she was 12.
Yeah, when she was much younger, so yeah, who knows who you're gonna meet when you're out and about. They have, looks like 43 sites in total, according to this board. They have lovely lawns in between each site, or in every site.
The lawn is immaculate, as you can see in front of the washroom and laundry room over there.
The washrooms are currently closed due to COVID.
And the laundry rooms are open. You just have to sign up for a time slot.
Yeah, and I got lucky. Nobody was using it yesterday, and I got all our laundry done. There's all kinds of different RVs in the park. Oh, look at this guy's got, what's his name on it? Hi.
To infinity and beyond. Buzz Lightyear.
Thank you. I drew a blank. I'm like, that guy from that cartoon.
And almost, I'd say 3/4 of the people here have these flag stands.
Yes, we have some in our park at home.
We have a few in our park, yes, but almost everybody's got them here.
Sites 44 to 48 are private sites, so people who have, probably the owners of the park or people who work here, or their RVs there. I'm curious as to what they do here in the winter. I feel it's very, very cold here in the winter.
Yes.
And I don't see anyone with any skirting. So if people are staying here, I think it's probably from April till end of October maximum.
Well, the lady we were just speaking with said she had been here for 5 years.
Oh, did they? You notice if they had skirting or not?
She was in a motorhome. She did not have skirting.
Oh, okay. Well, they just have a very high heating bill.
I guess. Yeah.
Or they're way tougher than we are.
There's some really nice rigs in here though.
We're about 5K away, and I don't know if you can see it.
Not quite 5, but still. We're a ways away.
basically can see the city.
When we were at the 15 kilometer mark away, I could see the city.
Buildings. Just touring around Saskatoon a little bit. We stopped and picked up fuel, and we are just touring past the University of Saskatchewan. It's very abandoned at this point.
Yes.
Well, Saskatchewan is very flat. And the roads are not super awesome.
Actually, the highways are in pretty good shape.
Yeah,
I was surprised.
the roads
For the cold winters that they have here, yeah, the highways are in actually pretty good shape.
well, so far. This is St. Andrew's College. There it is.
The river.
This is the South Saskatchewan River. Some nice homes along here.
Some big trees on each side of everybody's driveway.
We're just going to take a walk through the Kinsman Park.
Mewasin Trail.
Opening July 1st. Apparently we're here too early.
Yeah, they have dinner tours, lunch tours, sightseeing. They have some tasting tours, they call them. I guess there's wine and cheese tours.
We are standing here in front of the Prairie
Lily in Saskatoon. And we were thinking about going for a cruise, and we're a little bit early. They don't have their first cruise until July 1st. I'm thinking it had something to do with COVID-19, and more than likely it did.
It looks like their regular operating season is
Well,
May
it starts
to
in
October.
May. Yeah, May to October are the regular operating months. And depending on the month that you come, you might be a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Might be any day of the week. Usually the warmer months, you'll get sailing, 2 or 3 sailings every day. And they have dinner cruises, tasting cruises, sightseeing cruises, and it looks very interesting online. Mm-hmm. And that's why I thought I'd try and take it and book one, but no, we're a week early.
Well, we're finding with COVID, pretty much everything is not functioning yet. Saskatchewan is in phase 3, though.
We have been into phase 3 in Saskatchewan here for about 2 weeks, I believe.
Okay.
2 or 3 weeks.
Okay,
so
cool.
they're ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Although, well,
Population's a little lower than it is in British
true
Columbia.
Everything around Saskatchewan has a small town feel. Even in Saskatoon here, being the largest city in the province. I'm not exactly sure of the population, but I did look it up, and they said it is the largest city.
I'm not sure what bridge that was over there. I think we crossed over that one earlier.
We did cross over that one earlier.
On our way to Walmart, maybe?
Yes, we did.
Okay, and then we got the Prairie Lily. And then across the way we have Jim Pattison, who's from British Columbia. And then we got the bridge we just came over to see this park.
Yeah, I'm quite happy you all.
This is quite nice. It's a lovely little river walk here. All fenced so you don't get down to the river, so you not disturbing the geese.
Mewasin Trail.
Sorry, what?
Mewasin.
We're wandering through Kinsman Park in Saskatoon. It's a nice looking park, very green, and they have a playland here, complete with Ferris wheel. And I'm thinking those are probably swings, Brent, that might have gone on there.
Sure.
Oh, come on.
I don't know.
Okay.
Swings.
Some kind of ride. But nothing is
Possibly a merry-go-round.
Nothing is quite open yet. Yeah, a nice playground over here. Complete with spray park. Oh, it looks like they have a little train too. That's super fun. Let's see where the train goes. Of course, we're here before, well, it is the first day of summer, but before anything actually kicks off. So, disappointing, but that's okay.
At least it's not raining, not snowing.
So if you're coming here in the future, hopefully you won't be dealing with the summer of 2020, where we have this thing called COVID, and we're just coming out of it.
This is really nice here, though.
Yeah. And they got these little train, what do you call those? Outlines. We're just gonna go and find City Hall. We want to find a picture that, or
I think it's over close to that orange building there.
Yeah.
About 9 stories high.
we want to find something that says City of Saskatoon and take our pictures in front of it that prove that we were here. So we're attempting to find a sign that says Saskatoon. This is their City Hall. Main entrance. This is my goal for the day. Are you mad at us? Were we walking on your street? He's followed us for the last block. Okay, let's see if he's going. Riggs wants to get him. So there's some jackrabbits sitting over there by the little mini rail track.
Those are big rabbits.
And we're staying way back so that Wrigley doesn't try to chase them and tear one of our arms off. They're just sitting there chilling. There was one running around earlier. As silly as it sounds, I was walking by the front of the truck and I noticed this rather colorful thing. Oh, where'd it go?
I pulled it out.
Brent, you pulled it out. I was gonna take a picture of it.
It's on the floor, on the ground right there.
Oh.
Well, half of it anyway.
So there's what's left of the poor butterfly that got stuck in our grill. But as you can see, we have a rather colorful collection of things on our bumper and our grill. They seem to be mostly on the driver's side, Brent.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a mess. We're gonna have to wash that.
Maybe we can leave it.
I seem to have a really bad memory for putting up stickers this trip. I was so excited about getting all my stickers on our map. So here we go. Saskatchewan. We stayed here for one night.
Woohoo!
And we're gonna be staying for a few more nights in this province. But tomorrow we actually move down to Moose Jaw.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna trip on the cooler here.
Heading to Moose Jaw tomorrow.
All right.
Oh. Perfect. Atta girl.
Official sticker done! We now have 4 stickers on our map. Whoop, whoop. They're super comfy out there. Brent let them outside. They're not even on leashes. They're just lying out there in the sun, enjoying it. Enjoying the grass. This grass is so thick and comfy.
Oh.
Hi, Brent. I was just saying how good they were being and how comfy they are here. I don't think they want to leave.
That's a big cushy bed. The grass here is so thick.
It's like walking on a carpet.
Yeah, it is.
A really good carpet.
And one of our neighbors, I was talking to him last night about it, and he says it's like this all the time.
Yeah, it's great grass. Just want to wrap up Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Yeah, we stayed in Langham, Saskatchewan, which is 34 kilometers northwest of Saskatoon. Great little place. River Valley RV Park. Loved it.
It was very nice. It was small, but it was really nice.
It was small, but the neighbors were all friendly. They were all talking with us about where you headed next, and they were giving us their input on good and bad parks around the areas that we were heading to, because a lot of them,
idea.
a few of the people actually lived in Moose Jaw. They grew up here, and we're in Moose Jaw now for a couple of days, and they said that the place we picked was actually one of the good RV parks, which I'm good with that.
What did we learn about Saskatchewan, or Saskatoon, Saskatchewan?
Well, I knew it was the largest city in Saskatchewan. I think it was 3 years ago the population was 273,000. It's probably up, I would guess, in the 280,000 person range.
Okay.
That's still a fairly large city in north central Saskatchewan. And then there's a couple of main industries for Saskatoon. Well, potash is the number one industry, and then Cameco is one of the world's largest producers of uranium.
Didn't know that.
Did not know that.
Didn't know Canada even did that.
No, apparently not, but we're in the
So,
market.
what makes this town tick for the most part is potash, oil, and wheat. So agriculture, but the main one being wheat.
Well, Saskatchewan, prairies,
Yeah.
farming, it all figures. Oh, it's
Exactly.
just beautiful country too. A lot of people say that when you talk about Saskatchewan or Manitoba or Alberta, even for that, you could watch your dog run away for hours.
I think it's for days.
Days? Okay. We've been in mostly rolling hills in Saskatchewan, from Saskatoon down to Moose Jaw, but that's probably a fairly accurate description. But you never realize what it looks like until you're actually there. And I had thought about rolling prairies going on for miles and miles and miles. But once you actually see it, you have a whole new appreciation for it.
A whole new perspective.
Yeah, a totally new perspective.
So, I found that Saskatoon, it's spread out. Like, there's a shopping center on one side of the river, there's a shopping center on the other side.
The
of the
South
river.
Saskatchewan River runs right through the middle of this.
So it's not very walkable.
There's shopping areas everywhere. It is not a very walkable town, I wouldn't say.
Although we went to Kinsman Park and it had a really nice
Kinsman
trail.
Park is fantastic. That's like right in the heart of downtown.
They had a little train track that went around the park.
Had a huge water park, although due to COVID it was shut down at the moment, and they were in phase 3
Right.
when we were there. When we left Saskatoon, we got to phase 4. I don't know if it's open now or not.
We're not there.
But there were still a lot of kids playing on those slides and the swings, and lots of parents around. It was a really nice place. Just amazing for the prairies, and you think it's a very dry climate. The grass was all green.
Yeah,
It was beautiful. The
Yeah.
Meewasin Trail.
Yeah, it kind of goes along, and Meewasin Valley Authority they're continually upgrading the park there, the trail, and it looks like it's a work in progress.
But everything there was in top shape, aside from a few construction zones. But
Our Saskatoon would be a destination. I don't know. It depends on what you're looking for.
I would like to go back there eventually.
Yeah. I mean, there's more to find out. We were only there for one day.
I would want to stay more than 2 days. Absolutely. It was a really nice looking area from what we're used to in BC. It's definitely not mountainous, of course, but there's so much to see.
That's our thoughts on Saskatoon. Not an amazing tourist trap, but still you get a nice place to go. We didn't do a lot of
It's
walking.
a long way to go, but it is worth going,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
long ways depending where you're coming from.
True enough.
All right, that's all we have to talk about for this week. We will talk to you soon, and please remember to subscribe.
And give us a thumbs up if you like what you see. Don't forget to ring that bell for notifications. Ding, 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 ding. And
Bye.
talk to you later. Bye. Okay, well, here we are. You don't see me in this site, so let's start again. Cut.
Here we are at Langham RV Park, Riverview. River Valley.
River Valley RV
Start again.
Park. Sure.
Take a listen. Maddie, quiet.
Oh, Maddie just woke up the geese.
Oh, okay.
They rushed into the river.
Oh, cut my head off a little bit.